welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. You're in for a treat. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. So today in this video, I'm going to show you all a little sped up video of how I do my peyote stitched hoops. Now I will keep it slow in the beginning for this part, and then I will keep it slow in the beginning for this part. But I will go through the stuff that I use to get started. This is the thread that I will be using. Now I have stretched out 2 wingspans and maybe like 10 inches extra. So that works out to be about 130 inches of thread, and I've doubled it. Basically, it's about 10 feet and 10 inches long, and that's when it's singled together. So it's doubled. The length should be about 5 feet 5 inches at the end of the day. I always use double thread when it comes to this stuff. If you don't prefer using the hand quilting thread, you can get Fireline, and this I got it at my local Canadian Tire, but you probably could order it online. I'm not sure how much it costs, but the shipping costs extra. And these are the beads that I'll be using. So these beads I've gotten from numerous places, but lately I've only been shopping at Beaded Edge and the Delica Bead Shop Company. So this is the color pink silver lined beads. That's what these are. So they are rose silver lined, actually, is what it says. Then this is a dark red. I believe it's a dark luster red. This is orange luminous bittersweet. So it's like an orange is what it is. And as you can see, I got it from the delicabeadshop.com. This is a butternut squash color orange. This is a matte yellow, canary yellow. This one is a Duracoat opaque dyed light purple. This one is a light blue Delica. And this is, where's this from? Oh, MT beads. So a lot of people, there's not good reviews for MT beads, but every time I've ordered, I haven't had a problem. That's just my experience. Then there's the red, oh, sorry, green lime lined dyed. Ooh, focus. And this one is a Duracoat, this is called, oh, kiwi green. That's what it's called. So we're going to go with a smaller hoop. These ones are, so these ones work out to be about, let's go here, an inch and a half, just over an inch and a half all around. So how I size it is, this is the inch, this is the half, and it's basically almost an inch and a half around, just over, I would say, is what it is. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to string up 7 beads, and as you can see, the green is my background on this hoop, and it's spring feels, yo. That's basically how I feel about this hoop. So if you've watched my previous video, you know that I use 7 beads around with these hoops, and I did get them from Walmart. I got them in a multi-pack, so they came like with different size hoops on them. You're gonna get your 7 beads, and you're gonna take it around in a circle, and you're gonna go through that last bead to make it a complete circle. And then we're just gonna skip a bead, the next bead, and go through the 3rd bead. You want to keep it at an odd count so that it just looks a lot neater when you keep it at an odd count. I mean, you could do the even count, but you'd be going through a couple of the beads more than the rest of them, and it just starts to look really bulky and it can get really tight. So you can do even, but I don't suggest it. And I'm going to take you as far as the beginning, and then the rest of this video will just be sped up to show you exactly how my design gets laid out. All right, now we're gonna put it through the hoop. So in my last video, I mentioned that the knot will be on the inside of the hoop, and that'll be somewhat your center on the inside. So you'll have 2 constant beads on the inside, like so, and then you'll have your top bead, which is where you will start your colors. Here we go. Your work will always be a little bit loose in the beginning. So instead of rotating around, like moving the hoop around, I'll usually just rotate the work around until she starts to get a little bit more stable and in place. Then I will start working around, moving the hoop around. But for right now, all I'm doing is I'm just rotating this around as I'm working. Makes it easier. All right, we've made it to the center of the hoop, and all I've really done is I've taken my cutting board, my small cutting board. I just got this from a dollar store. And what I normally do is I will take the hoop and I will find the center in my cutting board. So I'll line it up where I think the beads are gonna, this is the start, this is where I think it'll end. Then I just kind of center it. And this will be my center of the hoop, where I will be just basically mirroring the image of the hoop just on the other side. I'll go into more detail here, hang on. So because this is my center, I've chosen to just use one bead in the center. Sometimes I'll make a diamond shape depending on how big the hoop is, how much room I have to do something, to work with colors. So I have a green on this side, so it goes 1, 2, 3. So I want that to be the exact same on this side, 1, 2, 3. And as long as the outside beads match, that's all that matters. It'll look different once we go on the inside. So this is what it looks on the inside. So you see how on the inside this bead is the lowest, and then if you look on this side, it's the other bead, right? I hope you can notice that. So that doesn't matter. If the inside doesn't line up, that's okay. All we want to worry about is the outside of the hoop and make sure that it matches, and then it'll look the same on either side. So anyways, I'll keep going. So because I stopped here with the 1, 2, 3, that's all of the green beads. They're not going to go all the way around like the rest of them have. We're just going to continue on with a lilac color. Then we're going to close up this dark purple with the green background color. Oh no. Then in the back, lilac. Oops. Now that's closed up, and all you're going to do is continue on this side almost the same way that you did on this side. So as we were beading along, every time we started a new color, it would start on the outside of the hoop in the very center. This time you're going to start off with a new color on the inside. So this is what I mean about starting off your next colors in the center, on the inside. So when I was doing it coming down, I would start off right there by starting the new color rotation. Now you're just switched over into the back. Don't worry if the beads move around. You can always maneuver them. As you start getting closer and closer to the end, it'll start staying in place like so. Just got to keep it tight. You don't always have to hang on and pull on the thread in order to keep it tight, especially if you're using wax on your quilting thread. And that, my friends, is how I work my way through peyote stitching hoops. These 1.5-inch hoops are definitely a little bit faster than the 2-inch hoops or the bigger hoops. I do like making the bigger hoops because you could just put a whole lot more work into them, like different design play and whatnot. If you have any questions about how I bead these, just fire them away in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I do upload my next video, and share. Sharing is caring, especially during this time. I imagine a lot of people will be at home looking for things to do. This is definitely something that is time consuming, but very rewarding in the end. As you can see, when I do get it all put together, they're going to be cute little hoops for the spring. And I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them for myself or if I'm going to sell them or give them away, because I do giveaways every now and again. So here I'm signing off. Until next time, people.